Hello everybody, and welcome back to Trails into Reverie. This could be our final episode, and the reason why I say that is because we have only one stratum left to check out. Or, as far as I'm aware, we have to check out. Now in our last run, we finished the game. We finished the story. And for the most part, we got all of our answers. Almost. There still remains to be some in connection to the Reverie Corridor, but we're about to find that out. Oh yes, I forgot. I reset the Reverie Corridor when I was looking for goldstones and what have you. But we finished off the game, and now
Careful.
we
That one
are
looks tough.
in the post-game. We are dealing with the last little bits of what this game has to offer, and they can be found here in the Reverie Corridor. Now, oh, Trails Key, awesome. I did reset the Reverie Corridor, but that's mainly because I was looking for stones and whatnot. I'm gonna hate this part, aren't I? Yeah. Oh good, I can hit everybody.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
I'm rather surprised that I actually destroyed everybody. I was not expecting to be able to kill everybody, but sure, I'll take it. But yeah, we're now clearing up the last little bits of the stratum. I've been looking for stones and what have you, and just trying to make my characters that little bit of strength stronger. We don't know what we're going to be facing ahead, so I want to be as prepared as humanly possible. I found out that because again, like I said, that after completing the postgame, you can reset the Reverie Corridor, and I only found that out because I was actually looking into why I couldn't find some stones, because my little handy guide here was telling me I was missing a goldstone in this level, a redstone in another level, and what have you. And I thought that meant initially that I couldn't reset it or anything. This was what I got for my first playthrough. Thankfully, that's not the case.
Weapons out.
Oh my! I shouldn't
Regroup.
have turned my back. I should not have turned my back, but I wasn't quite expecting this. Okay, now that we got that little interruption out of the way,
My spells are
I've
ready.
been, as I said, scurrying around and found out
Nice.
that
I'll hold on to it.
after you have completed the game, you have the ability to reset the Reverie Corridor, which
I'll be
is
taking
such
that
a
then.
blessing in disguise because it helps you gather the remaining stones that you're
Wow,
missing.
we got something so nice.
I'm trying to figure out how you can find the quote-unquote random gold stones, but I have a strong feeling that that's something that I just find randomly traveling throughout the entire Reverie Corridor. So, in other words, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to start from the very first floor and go all the way to the max level that I'm able to go to find the last remnants of what I'm looking for. But these are gonna be either the last 2 videos or the
we
last
have
video.
to look. Whatever would I do without you, Rean?
Me.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's right. These are like the shards that they need to get their special accessories, aren't they? But not what I wanted. I wanted the azure.
Time to
wonder-
show off.
I wonder, is it possible to switch to Crow and then any special monster I defeat, I'll be able to get it from there? Or is it just
Bring it.
predeterminedly set? Huh, I guess we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I was going through my my characters and whatnot, and I happened to look at this, and I'm like, wait a minute. It was saying I was missing one here, one there, and it's like, oh, well, how do I get them? And as I explained, you have to reset the Reverie Corridor. Thank God that's not something that is a one-run only thing, because that would have been rather obnoxious. Anywho, as I was saying, because I'm getting distracted, and the reason for that's because I'm sick, as you might be able to tell. Now, I just was on stream earlier today. I was streaming Trails of Cold Steel, and while I was kind of losing my mind towards the end, I've rested a bit since, and I got the urge
Inspect
to
those
play.
spires with care.
Oh, you know what? You guys can be fairly easy, so I'm just gonna go with what I got and slam into you. Oh, that's crass. Anyway, this is so cool though, and this is like maybe the third battle I'm fighting with this little concept of like those spires being protected.
Now this one looks worth my while.
I really like this. This is actually a pretty cool thought. We don't play enough of Fee here, and the reason why I don't play her much in this game as I have in prior games is because I played her so much in the prior games. I kind of want to give the other characters a chance to shine. Fee is OP. She's always been OP, and I fear she'll, well, not fear. I feel she'll always be OP.
I shall prepare a glittering stage. Gather above me, great Septian power! Erupt! A cosmic star!
That's actually pretty cool.
Enjoy the show?
I don't know if we ever did get to see his as Craft in the earlier run, or if we did, I don't remember because it's been so long. And he's as dramatic as ever. But yeah, I was streaming earlier today, and I just got the urge to play some more. Especially since we'd been talking about the Reverie Corridor and how we've got like maybe 1 or 2 episodes left because we're nearing the end. That made me think about Trails through Daybreaks 1 and 2, and the more recent clips that I've been seeing of Farewell Ozimiria, which I hadn't realized were already out. And they were already out in Japan, China, and over there, which doesn't surprise me at all, considering, you know, they're the ones who made it.
Watch out.
So what am I gonna get from you? Am I gonna get shards, or am I gonna get a gold sealing stone? We're gonna boost our damage, then we're gonna go ham. See how much damage we can cut down. Judging by what I'm seeing, we're already like halfway. He might not even survive the next, yeah, he is totally dead.
How's that? Too stunned for words?
And that's how you quickly vanquish an enemy. Oh, I got a blue sealing stone. Okay. Cool. I was kind of expecting a shard, but you know what? I'm fine with that either way. But yeah, I was talking about how I had discovered that Farewell Ozimiria was already practically out, and how I'm envious of these guys who get to play it, because it's supposedly the end of this game's long-standing series, and I'm excited for it. However, I also mentioned that I was looking at some art, and I don't remember how I stumbled across it, but when I was looking at the art, I found that they have done something fairly similar to what we've experienced here in Reverie Corridor, where they have the whole cast of characters. And I'm talking across all the games. Now, as I had previously mentioned, I expected that because it's supposedly the climax of this entire series. But at the same time, it kind of has me worried. And it has me worried because in this game, as I had mentioned in my last video, it's rather ambitious. There were a lot of characters in this game. And half of them you don't get to really use, and one example of that is the Liberal group. And I had mentioned it on stream today, saying, you know, I appreciate the idea of introducing all the characters, or bringing all the characters back, because this is their last hurrah. But at the same time, however, I would much rather they cut out certain characters unless they actually contribute to the story. For example, you could cut 90% of the Liberal group out of this game, and really, you wouldn't miss anything. Sharia, you would need because she's the fiance of the prince. And by extension, the prince, well, he's the prince of Erebonia. Who else? Ren, I think? I don't know if Ren is. I speculate she is. She is kind of like a wild card for me, if I'm being honest. I don't have a problem with the Brights, but again, a lot of them felt useless. Like, they were an afterthought, as I've said many times before. So I would prefer that they be cut out of the game entirely versus having them in the game and be redundant because you already have characters that do what they do but much better, that contribute to the story, because we've seen the Brights for like, what? 1, 2, maybe 5 max cutscenes, and they don't really add anything. They're just like, yeah, we're here to help. Whereas the Crossbellians, I mean, they kind of had to be the center of this because we're in Crossbell. Now, Rean's group also had a major part in this because the enemy of this game is, by extension, enemies that they have thoughts. So, again, like I said, I would much prefer we just cut characters that have absolutely no use, that are basically a waste of time, unless they actually either are a different component entirely in fighting style, or they contribute something to the story. And for an example for that, Swin is a good example. Swin is a good example of a character that's useless in combat but contributes to the story. What the I'll deal with you in a minute. Other characters that can do what he does, but so much better. And then you've got character... Nobody can quite fill his spot in the story.
Oh,
because
I see a chest.
He was a part of something that we hadn't seen prior. He's a part of C's group. He contributed to the story, to the narrative.
People.
What the fuck kind of foe are you? Let's do a Rean since he's the quickest to, well, get his CP back up quickly. Did I completely miss the formidable foe? I did, didn't I? Okay, yeah, that kind of stings a little. Alright, no worries. Rean can get those back fairly quickly. I don't know how special of an enemy you are, but I'm gonna do this regardless. Fairly weak, though. I mean, you're a little bit stronger than the average enemy, but at the same time, you're not, like, so durable like a boss. Is this a shard monster? Guardian Beast. Okay. That was probably the weakest Guardian Beast I have fought thus far. Because I don't need to grind, and I feel that we've got a good grasp on our party here. I'm just here. Oh, did I completely miss a Yep. I'm here to earn treasure chests and... oh, no. And goodies. And if you can provide neither, then I don't want to deal with you, because I can just farm for EXP at a much later date. But continue with my rant. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the Libero group is a useless cast of characters that have no point to the story. In this instance, they really were just an afterthought. It was kind of disheartening, because they made such a big deal about them, and then they're like barely there. What they could have done to solve that, and that is not an enemy I could face. What they could have done to solve that is that they could have done to them what they did for Nadi and Swin. They could have been a huge boon to, I don't know, somebody's group, other than just like appear halfway through someone else's story. That looks like the Jaeger King. Uh-oh, it is.
Our game for this one.
Oh, it is. It's 100% him. Oh. Well, that's mildly concerning.
Let's go. Now.
I'm surprised he missed.
It's my turn.
You know something?
Wreak havoc.
I may not have full CP.
Let's go.
Or actually, I do for me, so I might as well take advantage of that now.
My mind is clear.
Right. All for one.
And one for all.
Everyone.
It's my turn. Answer my prayers, and if you lone guardian stand, the mirror guides, gleaming in the darkness. Shine on, palace of Reverie.
All right.
I keep forgetting that's not an attack, but a boon. Either way, I'll still take it.
It ends. Rising sun. All right. All for one, and one for all. Okay, all together.
Almost done with one of them.
Moving out.
This guy's gonna be a
It's my
beast.
turn. For one, and one for all. Let's go. One.
All right. It ends.
I'm just spamming S-crafts and charges right now. Hey, they gave me the option. I'm using it to my advantage.
I'll take that for a mirror. Now we just gotta keep at it.
Another gold ceiling stone. Yay! What is this, the midpoint? Yeah, this is the midpoint. So the next level we face is going to be the end point, which means we're getting close to the end. I wonder how the end game of this game is going to translate to other games. Because, what the actual? Okay, the first thing I'm seeing is a major dragon, and the second I'm seeing is a knight? I don't know what this man is. It's clearly not a...
Please be careful.
Oh my, Crescent Knights. Clearly they are not afraid of me. So, let's do this kind of boon here.
I'm up.
And if there'll be any indication, I think they'll be easy to just...
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Okay, again,
Nice,
I was
nice.
seriously expecting them to be much stronger than that. That one has me really worried. I'm looking up there and I'm thinking, oh, that one's gonna be hell. I'm just hoping everyone will have a purpose of some kind.
It's my turn.
And they had a rather interesting narrative of how they incorporated everyone here. So I'm rather interested to see how they plan to do that now. But what I'm most excited for
Wide open.
is to see
Sorry.
the knights.
All right.
Oops, I didn't know he was that weak. I didn't
My
want to do it
mind
this
is
early,
clear.
but you're not leaving me much choice. The enemies
Sorry.
here are
Sorry,
100% not fucking around.
There.
Oh, they are not fucking around.
It's my turn.
This is a problem. I'm not gonna be able to kill this guy. Shit.
Everyone.
I accept.
Oh, I have two more
I'll
people.
take
I
care
forgot
of
about
it.
them.
All you were was weak.
Seriously, he was one hit off. Are you kidding me? Oh. I got a ceiling stone. Okay, sure. I'll take it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might actually need to go and buy some healing. But I also did make mention on stream that even though it's not yet released in English, and even if it had, I'm not going to get Farewell
Fortune favors
Ozamiria.
the clever.
Not upon release date. And the reason for that is actually because I want to beat Trails Through Daybreaks 1 and 2 before we even touch the final game. They're gonna be a part of the final game.
On guard.
And it would seem rather dumb to enter the final arc of this entire series without quite knowing
Nana, you're so
what the Daybreak
amazing.
cast is like. But before I can even so much as think of getting Trails Through Daybreak, I'm trying to finish up some other games first. So first I'm gonna try and finish Dark Cloud 2 right after we do this. And then after that,
To play.
I'm not sure, because I know that there's a quest for a game called Millside or Millseed or whatever it is, my side. I don't know. I really haven't really looked into it. I briefly glanced over it, and it looks interesting, for lack of a better word. So I might give it a chance, but that also might be a stream-only game. I'm not throwing my punches against this guy. It's a giant fucking dragon. I was so certain he was going to get one major hit in before that. What do I get for that? That huge guy is worth only one blue ceiling stone? Are you kidding me? I mean, I guess he wasn't as strong as he could have been. So I guess, in all fairness, that is fair. But still. Is it just me, or are the enemies getting bigger? I mean, this guy is fucking huge. Oh god, he's in the paralyzed zone. I'm almost tempted to go elsewhere. But yeah, as of right, what?
The threat is real, but we won't lose. Gonna have to step up our game for this one.
What in the hell?
Got you!
I'm sorry, what am I looking at? Am I looking at, like,
Time to
just when you think you've seen everything, the game comes up and surprises you with this? Am I gonna have to really go hard on your ass? Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Oh, goody. Just fucking fantastic. The one thing I don't need happening. My god, these guys are not pulling their punches. Considering how late we are in the game, it would be rather remiss if they did. I mean, I suspected they might be a guardian beast, what with the sparkle and
That'd be
whatnot.
pretty good.
But at the same time, I kind of wasn't expecting them to be here, because I don't think we've seen them in these areas before. Oh, okay. I wasn't actually expecting that you guys would kind of add me, so this is rather a problem. I half expected they would be strong, so I was like, oh no, this could be a problem. The only reason why I'm not healing anybody is because
to see what's in that chest
these places
myself.
usually contain a
Moving out.
what am I thinking? A hot spring. So
take
I
care of it.
suspect that they would allow me to heal everybody, even if they're down. But I did see some clips of the Farewell of Zymeria. And this is the other biggest reason why, even if it were in English right now, I would not get it. The combat system is exactly what I've seen in Trails Through Daybreak. And I've played the demo live on air, or on stream, and
all who stand in
it's
my way.
fun. I love it. That's probably the best combat system I've played in a very long time. It's different, it's unique, and it's so fun. So, that would be the other reason why I wouldn't get the game right now, because experience their story and how they're going to contribute to this, but more to familiarize myself with each of their skills, their combat system, because it looks like it's going to be polished from what we already know in Trails Through Daybreak. And I think it would be a better call to just experience the story in that way. And
One move
I
ahead
did
isn't
make
so bad.
mention on stream that at some
On
point
guard.
or another, because I do really love the Trails games,
Ow.
I plan to try and record all of them, meaning
Moving out.
from beginning of the series to the end. Hence the reason why we are in the midst of Cold Steel 2 on stream. Because I did mention there that the reason why I'm playing through it,
Judgment time.
even though I don't really have any colorful commentary for the game, is because I figured it's a nice opportunity to talk with chat. But the whole reason why I'm playing Cold Steel 2, Cold Steel 3, and 4 in the future on air or on stream, I don't know why I keep saying on air, is because I want to give the whole narrative. Even though I don't have colorful commentary on those games because I've already played them, I still have it open to stream because at least I can talk and chat with everybody there and see what their takes are on the story. So that's the reason why we're playing Cold Steel 2 through 4 on stream, because I want to give the whole narrative. So feel free to join me on
I'd
stream and
advise
chat
against
with me,
lingering here for
because
longer than-
I'm going to be more interactive with the audience, and I will be paying much attention to the game, because story-wise, I already know what's going to happen, mostly. There are going to be a few things I don't know, such as from today's experience, certain characters or certain missions that I hadn't taken the first time I played through them. Stuff that you could not get until you replayed it. Whoa. I think I'm gonna fucking go face this guy. Nope. No way in hell. I'm just gonna pretend what I saw over there was just nothing short of a nightmare and that I'm just dreaming. Surely I didn't see what I just saw. I mean, nah. Nah, man. If I can avoid fighting this area any more than necessary, I will do so. I hate paralyzing. That tells me one thing I don't want to accept. I'm gonna have to fight this fucking spider, aren't I?
I'll remove all who stand in my way.
That was a very unladylike sound, and I apologize. I just ran into there, guns blazing, not expecting an ambush. Though at this point, I wonder who surprised who more. Me surprising the enemies, or the enemies surprising me? That ball thing looks like Ishmelga, and it's rubbing me the wrong way, and I don't like it. I know it'd be broken, but I really wish that Lloyd Zero Breaker was a smidge bigger for radius. I'm sorry, did he just... Oh, he's confused, that's why. I was like, wait, did he just kill him? I didn't realize he was actually confused. But hey, he made my life a little easier. Oh my god, no. What the... I don't know what just happened, but I'm not gonna question it. That's why, because there's 3 treasure chests here. I do know that when... Oh my god, he's faster than me. I do know when I was, running around the Reverie Corridor that they're giving me a lot of the basic items that you can buy for free here, and that it was basically just a bunch of easy grabs. I didn't realize until I was looking at the special equips for characters' items and whatnot that I needed them to basically make better equipment. So that was a fun experience. I'm gonna have to sit down and actually figure that out, but for now I'm just content with what I got. I'm surprised at how tactful the two of you were being, considering at one point or another you two were fierce enemies.
Nice.
It's a fairly interesting concept of who you can actually link together in this game, despite their pasts. I don't think I have to, but it's a formidable foe. Oh my god, how are you hanging? It's so unnatural and I hate it. A deformation driven by primitive insanity. Its fearsome form pollutes the mind and bots the soul before it feeds.
How shall we?
I
Got you.
hate it.
It's my turn.
I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. I kill it. Kill it with fire. I don't care how you do it, just make it quick. I need to conserve CP, but this thing is just making me so uncomfortable. Oh, I don't like it. As y'all may have figured out in one of my prior videos, I 100% hate spiders. Can y'all stop hitting each other and actually focus on the enemy, please? It was a formidable enemy. Okay, I kind of expected that considering it was huge. And I plan to. I don't know why I did that. There was no need to go over there, but filling out the map. So is this now the end point of the stratum? This could be the final floor of the whole game. Oh, there's more. Okay, I actually wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting that this would be the final room, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'm probably gonna have to make a very quick stop. I'm gonna switch you out for him. And then I'm gonna use you to feed some... Oh, I didn't even need to. Okay. The ceiling kind of looks like a computer mainframe or something like that. The weird glitchy code that you'll see pop up. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Now, actually, while I'm beating this guy, I was just looking at Crow's S-Craft. I've heard a few people were not happy with Crow's S-Craft in Farewell O Zymeria. I personally have not seen it. But a lot of people are saying it doesn't do him justice, which makes me a little concerned that they're doing my boy dirty. Do I need to? Is it possible for me to kill you before having to use Rean's S-Craft? I mean, he'll get it back easily, but I'd much rather not use it. Oh god. Another gold sealing stone. I'm sure I mentioned it before, but I am pretty certain that the gold sealing stones are characters that you can unlock. Additional characters. One of whom is the princess, but I've not used her. I really ought to, because she's a pretty character. But again, this is the problem with the Reverie Corridor. Too many characters, too many builds, and too many people that can do the same job but better, which is so sad. But I don't even know if there's like a preference of, oh, this character does this better. This is the character you should have built from day one, and this is like the best one or something like that. I haven't looked into any of that. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. Don't want to fight you. Not in this zone. Oh, this is going to be a close call. I don't want to fight you. Not in this zone. Okay, there's nobody else. Now, if I could just maneuver around you.
Good to keep moving.
Because I really don't want to be fighting that zone. I hate that zone. You can't even use arts. We've made it to the final floor. Well, guys, this could be our final battle. Though, actually, wait a minute. If this is our final battle, then why do we have a seal? Uh-oh. This isn't the last floor, is it? Oh my god. Is that... It's a motherfucking whale. You're making me fight a whale.
This one's strong.
Nice
Be careful.
boss music, though.
Time to show off.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm not taking you,
Wreak havoc.
any
Chaos
less than
storm.
seriously.
Time to show off.
My mind is clear.
Alright.
Ah. I barely dented. Oh. I have a really bad feeling about this. Oh, boy. I am getting a serious bad vibe. Oh, I'm getting a really, really bad vibe.
They're open. Wide open. Moving out. Sucker. There.
Oh, he hits
Time
hard.
to show off.
I'm gonna have to be very careful. Alright,
Sucker.
shit.
Alright.
Pick up. I'm gonna need you to. Oh.
It's my turn.
Was he already. I'm not even gonna ask. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna do this.
Chaos storm.
It's my turn.
Then we're going to do. We'll do this.
For one, and one for all. We'll get through this.
On guard.
And then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna use this guy. Rising Sun.
It ends.
And then we're gonna use you.
Rising sun.
These swords are of those on guard. You're in need of polish.
Blue gang ready.
Back at it. Time to show off.
Okay. I'm going to do this.
All for one?
I'm gonna use everything at my disposal because this whale is
Let's go.
fucking hitting hard.
All right, let's do Blade of Darkness. Please, Mike, see you again. Crossbell, Slayer!
It's my turn.
You know what?
Recap it!
We'll do it this way.
Chaos Storm!
I was thinking that maybe I should do something else, but I think this is our best bet right now.
I'll take care of it.
And I think what I'm gonna have you do, you're gonna focus solely on healing.
Plane.
Sorry, everyone.
I'll handle the rest. How shall we play?
What just fucking happened?
Thanks.
Answer my prayers, and if lone guardians stand, the mirror guides, gleaming in the darkness, shine on, Palace of Reverie! Welcome to my tent.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat this guy. I know it looks like I'm winning right now, but I just got this feeling.
Got you. Attack.
I should have burst.
Right.
Yes, it has craft of his own? What the fuck? Oh. Oh god. I am so glad I had that active. I am so glad I had that active.
Rising Sun!
It's me.
I am so grateful we had that active. Because if we didn't, we would be so fucking screwed right now. Alright,
Thanks.
there we go.
It's my turn.
If there was anyone
Arcus activate.
Right.
that needed to focus on arts, it's 100% you. Is there anything I can do that...
Too slow.
Uh-oh.
Backhand.
How shall we play?
Where the hell's Emma? Oh, for goodness sake.
Are you ready?
Moving out. It's showtime. Let's go. Zero Breaker.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Taken care of.
I did not think we'd be able to beat that whale.
That's how it's nice.
Holy crap. White sealing stone? What's that? Guess that barrier's not going anywhere. But this clearly isn't a dead end. Could that mean we're still missing some element that will allow the path to open up? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Should we start with the garden itself? Something about it's not right. It isn't just the garden. Really, it doesn't make any sense for the corridor as a whole to still be active. If I had to wager a guess, this just isn't the right time for us to keep going. There's no point in speculating when the barrier will lift if all we can do is wait. At least getting this far wasn't a total loss. We found a new sealing stone, so why don't we shift our focus on sealing it? Works for me. Might be a good idea to take out any other monsters we see in case the barrier does decide to lift. Huh. So the white sealing stone is the secret to this? Oh. Uh-oh. Termination unsuccessful. All active processes could not be stopped.
Irregularity detected in the depths. Access has been denied.
Uh-oh.
Terminating all Reverie Corridor processes. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful.
Lapis, I think you broke the system.
Reattempting. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful. Reattempting. Unsuccessful. System load increased to 32.1%.
Lapis, what did you do to the system?
Phase synchronization with the outside world detected. Previously approved visitors now recognized for arrival.
What do you mean
Termination
by
processes halted to prioritize the safety of incoming visitors.
that? Wait, you mean us coming back? Huh? Something seems different. Is it just my imagination, or... The depths have been added to the Reverie Corridor. You can unlock and challenge the depths by inspecting the central core. Note that unlocking the depths will also rearrange the corridor's layout. As a reward for clearing the main story, you can now increase enemy levels to make battles more challenging. Oh, lovely. This will also allow you to ensure battles remain satisfying, even when carrying over your party's... Oh. Now that will be good, because I am wiping the floor of my enemies in Cold Steels 1 and 2. I don't know about 3 or 4 yet, but I presume we're going to follow the same thing. But that's actually pretty cool. You can change enemy levels by selecting system and... Oh, good. So even if I were to jump into this New Game Plus, I could do it from there too? That is good to know. Everything else looks the same, but... Before we do anything, I want to see what happens with the sealing stone. What does this unearth? Look back to look forward. Huh? It's a daydream?
The third stage of the Orpheus Final Plan, the Eternal Recurrence Plan. Far from demise, yet farther still from creation. One has but to face the spiral of all, false as it is true, by which the world revolves, to find a facade sincere as it is hollow. If one is to move forward, one must look back. Yet the choice must be done so with peril, for the answers one may not stand to bear.
I did not understand a single goddamn thing about that. At all. Oh. way! You're alive still? Or is this
Come
the
on
original?
out. I know you're there.
This has to be the original.
To think it's been 10 years since you were here last. Not since I bestowed upon you and Lenhart your swords.
Ooh. I like her outfit. She's pretty. Is this the
would
Grandmaster?
applaud finding your way here without Campanella's guidance. But it may have been a simple task, now that half of your memories have returned.
Excuse me?
Sure was. Hell, I think I even got enough to figure out who you really are now. Of course, if I knew for sure, I'd probably have to kiss this form goodbye. It figures. No use pretending what happens in this world's got nothing to do with me anymore, I guess.
I'm afraid not. We will need you to fulfill your role as number 1 for a while yet. It is not number 0 nor any Anguis, but you, and only you, who can act as our guiding bonfire.
Works for me. I've gotten kind of attached to this place, so I don't mind sticking around. So, you got your eye on a new 7th Anguis to replace Steel?
Already?
You will meet when the time is right. Though only they may ultimately decide if they are willing to carry such a heavy burden.
Quick thought. What if the Grandmaster and their god, Lady Adios, are one and the same person? I'm only getting that vibe because of what he just said. What's happening?
Really now?
If I could have a moment.
Excuse me?
Well, well, if it isn't the guy who didn't think to ask before screwing around with someone's body.
Uh-oh.
I would never. How did he find out? You must forgive me for speaking up like this, Grandmaster.
I knew it's the
If I may,
Grandmaster.
It concerns a most urgent report. And a question I have for you, McBurn.
Oh yeah?
A simulation I had been reviewing of Elysium's deletion was forcibly terminated. I can only assume it was the work of an unknown party with zero relation to the Society, Foundation, or Church. You wouldn't happen to have an idea of who they would be, would you?
Why would I? Wait. Maybe I do. It could be that new group the Oathbreaker was talking about.
Huh?
The one operating out of Orid?
Pardon
Who?
me for dropping in like this.
What?
What is even happening right now?
Huh.
Wait.
Don't think you were on the guest list.
Is
What
that
is
the
Calvert's
Calvert?
new president doing here? How? Did they get you in here? I saw that logo.
I have no direct connection with them, to be clear. I just had a source put me in touch with them through the CID. Their services didn't come cheap, but there's no easier way to get what you want than throwing a little mirror around. Now, is there?
Funny guy.
It's
Oh.
a great pleasure to meet you, Grand Master. And if you don't mind me saying so, I almost get the feeling you were expecting my arrival.
I was. I have reason to believe you will be the greatest obstacle to our next endeavor. Nevertheless, welcome, and congratulations on your recent inauguration.
Why, thank you. Now, I'll make this brief. I come here with a proposal. For the next 3, no, 2.5 years. I will not interfere in your next undertaking so long as you do not interfere in mine. Do we have a deal?
You!
Oh, wow.
I see.
Gutsy.
For all your many differences, few share your and the late Chancellor's gift for imposing negotiations. Very well, Mr. President. We shall not interfere in your scheme to test this world's potential for 2.5 years.
What do you...
In
What?
return, you will do the same for our eternal recurrence plan.
Excellent. I'm pleased we could come to a swift agreement. All other matters can be dealt with as they come, so long as you do not fall afoul of the Calvardian Constitution.
Huh? Okay. What to be continued? Okay, so I was right that was 100% the Grandmaster. What? I don't know how to take that. And he has connections that got him to the Grandmaster? Oh, now that is some juicy info. I have a weird feeling about that one. I have to digest that before I really make a comment on it, but my first initial thoughts are, well, there's our introduction to the Calvard Republic. We knew it was coming, but interesting to know that we finally see the Grandmaster, and it's interesting that she's the cover art for this game, though we don't see her until the very, very end. If I was ever curious before about what the Calvard games inspire, I'm even more so eager. So I've got to finish this game and then do what needs to be done with my other games, because I need to find out what the hell's happening.
Phantasmal.
So what fresh hell am I unlocking?
New information available for all visitors. An unexpected irregularity has occurred in the Reverie Corridor's depths.
I kind of expected
All
that.
visitors are advised to avoid this area. I repeat, all visitors are advised to avoid this area.
That's never stopped me before. It's not gonna stop me now. That doesn't sound too good. The hell's going on? Something feels very amiss. I agree. The entire Reverie Corridor may be unstable from the sound of it. Is there anything more you can tell us about what's happening?
The Reverie Corridor fulfilled its purpose and was scheduled for decommissioning.
That makes sense.
However, one section has been rejecting any attempts to access it, rendering the shutdown process null. Conclusion. The tampering with the causality in the outside world created an unknown irregularity in the corridor's depths. A total of 356,698 failed attempts have been made to forcibly terminate the shutdown process.
Hold on a second. It's getting hard to keep up. Did it say the Reverie Corridor should have been decommissioned by now? Doesn't that mean we shouldn't even be here anymore? Yes, and an unknown cause is preventing it from shutting it down. This place's purpose was to help us gain strength before confronting the incident happening in Crossbell. But shouldn't all the business with Elysium be settled now? Which makes it all the more unsettling that we're able to return here still. She said whatever's preventing the corridor from shutting down is happening deep inside. It doesn't bode well if even the administrator of this place can't explain or stop the anomaly. That's putting it lightly. What's up, LP? Have any ideas? Perhaps there is something I'm worried about. Do you recall how Elysium was able to factor even the seemingly impossible by making convergence calculations? There's no telling just how many measures it could have taken to protect itself. Remember, we heard firsthand just how big of a threat Elysium viewed this place to be. You're right. Yes, I recall. I believe it was around the time we gained access to the fourth stratum.
Elysium has attempted to interfere with this space 4,096 times.
Hey, yeah. That does kind of ring a bell. I remember. That was when we were given our memories of what was happening outside. There was a lot to process. The comment about Elysium's attempts to interfere with this place were sort of lost in the shuffle. Normally, it wouldn't be possible to tamper with a space like this from the outside. But given Elysium was capable of just about anything, including copying Ishmael Gareen, that's right. I don't think we can rule out the possibility that it succeeded. And if it did, that would explain why whatever is happening in the depths is considered an anomaly. It's certainly an ominous possibility. Yeah, one that checks out, unfortunately. Speaking it sounds quite possible. It also doesn't contradict anything the Black Mirror told us. Let's assume this theory is correct. Then what we're dealing with is yet another one of Elysium's machinations. That's the impression I'm under. Elysium may be gone now, but I can't turn a blind eye to something that was responsible for. It's my responsibility as its former administrator. I want to fully put the past in order before I set off on my new journey. That's the spirit. I've got your back, even if it means getting my hands dirty. I think it's safe to say that you can count on each of us. Yes, we all share a connection to this place. It concerns us just as much. This is a challenge meant for all of us, just like the tower was. Bingo! We wouldn't have toppled that thing if not all for the iron we pumped in here. We owe it to the garden and the corridor after all the strength we've gained. This is unfinished business for each of us. Let's do this. Looks like we're all in. I'm always up for some more exploring. The corridor's depths were bound to be fraught with new perils, but we can't let that stop us. Naturally, it rests on our shoulders to uncover the source of the anomaly and set things right. Just like what we've always done. Consider this your chance to show everything you've learned on your journeys thus far. And if history repeats, we'll overcome this so as long as we work together. I promise not to hold us back. There's so much I have to repay everyone for. There's a good chance we won't remember what we're about to do anyway, you know. Not that I'm against us going through with it. That's a good point. We spent a lot of time here together and achieved so much. I'd like to leave behind a memento that we were here, and this is the best way to do so. You mean like a lasting mark of what we overcame together? I'm down with that. Let's flex our muscles and show this place what we're made of. It's about time we stopped holding back. Beginning Reverie Corridor rearrangement. So in other words, I've got to start from the bottom level all the way to the top, don't I?
Permissions now granted to enter areas beyond the fourth stratum. May fortune favor you as you enter these depths.
We don't need luck as long as we're together. That's right. Everyone double check their gear. We'll head for the depths as soon as we're ready. Right. Beyond the Reverie. Our